In the first video in this series, we talked about the diverse backgrounds and stories of the children Bethany serves through refugee and immigrant foster care. In this video, we'll explore the pathways by which children enter the United States and require foster care. We will clear up some common misconceptions about them, their legal status, and their journey. By the end of this video, you'll understand how foster caregivers and organizations like Bethany work within our complex U.S. immigration system to serve these children.
My first friend helped me to be safe because of what happened in Congo, and especially me, I was very scary, and I was really afraid, maybe something happened to me, maybe I'm gonna die in the future, something like that. So they were there for me to protect me, to guard me, to tell me just, hey, you know what, everything's gonna be okay.
The first group of children are called unaccompanied children. This phrase can mean a lot of things in different contexts. But in the world of immigration policy, it means a minor who is not a U.S. citizen who crosses one of our borders without a parent or adult guardian. You've probably seen news stories about unaccompanied children crossing the U.S.-Mexico border and then being detained by the Border Patrol. A large percentage of these children and teens are from the Central American countries of Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala. Life in those countries is very difficult. Poverty and violence are forcing many families to flee the country or even send their children on a dangerous journey to the United States by themselves. The technical term for what they're doing is seeking asylum, which is a well-defined legal process by both the U.S. and international law. Asylum is just another way to say a safe place. Asylum seekers are fleeing dangerous, unlivable conditions in search of safety. After being detained by the Border Patrol, unaccompanied children often spend several days in temporary holding facilities. U.S. law requires that these unaccompanied children be quickly transferred into the custody of the Office of Refugee Resettlement, also known as ORR, until they can be reunited with family or another safe adult. While ORR works to find their family, unaccompanied children are either put into a group home or placed with a foster family. These children are usually served by Bethany's short-term immigrant foster care program. Sometimes, unaccompanied children can't be quickly reunified with family. In those cases, they need long-term care until reunification happens or the child becomes an adult. These children are served by our long-term immigrant foster care program. The second way children can enter the U.S. without a parent is through the Unaccompanied Refugee Minor Program. This program, also run by the Federal Office of Refugee Resettlement, serves children around the world from places like Syria, Honduras, the Congo, and Afghanistan, who have been forced from their homes and separated from their parents. Many of them have spent years in refugee camps by themselves or with siblings. They usually come to the U.S. as adolescents. Try to imagine what these children and teens have experienced and what it's like as a child separated from your parents to start a new life in a country with a different language and a culture than the one familiar to you. Unaccompanied refugee minors need a safe, loving home where they can adjust to a new life. Unfortunately, they are rarely reunified with their parents. So the goal of this program is to help them grow toward independent adulthood. They are served by Bethany's long-term refugee care program.
The reason I leave my home, back home, is because of the war. It was between two countries, my country and the neighbor countries. And then that time I was so young, and my mom didn't have no choice to send me and my little sister away because of the war. And then it was not a fun time, it was a hard time for my mom to send us away because for our protection.
Some Bethany locations serve both immigrant and refugee children through long-term foster care. Some serve one group or the other. The Bethany website can provide information on which foster care programs are available in your local area. What's important to understand about both programs is that they involve a long-term commitment to a child, often lasting at least a year. It's worth repeating. Every child and adolescent we serve in our refugee and immigrant foster care programs has an official legal status given to them by the U.S. government. None of the children we are serving are breaking the law, and none of our programs operate outside the U.S. immigration system. It's tragic that these children who have been through so much trauma and grief often face suspicion, mistrust, and maltreatment here in the United States. Becoming a caregiver for refugee and immigrant children is not a political statement. It is a statement that every child, no matter their background or circumstances, deserves a safe and loving home.
Everyone deserves a family. Many of these kids, they had family. It's just because the situation, whether it's politics, economic, whatever it is, they left their own family. It's not that they didn't want a family. Many of these kids, they wake up at night thinking about their mom and dad. They wake up at night, thinking of what they left behind at home. So a family means a lot.
If you're ready to take the next step toward becoming a long-term foster family for refugee and immigrant children, please go to bethany.org/longtermfoster to get started. Or join me in the next video where we will meet some foster caregivers for refugee and immigrant children and learn what it takes to be an effective foster caregiver.